Emails, instant messages, and passwords. Meltdown and Spectre could get hold of many secrets stored on devices worldwide. The two are security flaws that were disclosed by major chip makers on Wednesday.
So this is a very pervasive problem that affects almost every kind of computerized system, from desktop and laptop computers to cloud services and smartphones. It affects almost every kind of Intel processor made since 1995, and it also affects some processors made by ARM and AMD.
While Meltdown is specific to chips by Intel, Spectre affects nearly all computer chips made by Intel, AMD, and ARM in the last decade. The companies supply nearly the entire global computer market. Intel confirmed the flaws could allow hackers to steal information from computers, phones, and even the cloud. The news has sparked a sell-off in Intel stocks by investors. Shares have fallen more than 4% over 2 days. Digital giants such as Microsoft, Google, and Amazon have already rushed out updates to eliminate the bugs. And after remaining silent for a day, Apple warned all its Mac and iOS devices were affected. The company already made a fix for Meltdown and said it would release a patch for Spectre soon. Some tech companies have reportedly been aware of the bugs since last year, but didn't disclose it to prevent hackers from exploiting the flaws.
So you almost assuredly are affected by this problem, but the chance that you in particular are going to be hacked tomorrow are pretty low. So there aren't any known instances so far of attacks that have used this flaw, although it's really hard to know just how many times this might have been used in the past.
So what should you do if you think your computer is affected?
The best way to take care of this is to implement any patches that Intel, ARM, AMD, or any of these other companies are putting out, and also just to observe really good hygiene on the internet, because hackers actually have to download some malicious software onto your computer in order to take advantage of this flaw.
While updates and good cyber hygiene may fix the problem for now, finding more secure ways to store personal data could be more important for the future. Usmaan Lone, TRT World.
And joining me from New York is Santosh Rao for more on this. He's the head of research at research firm Manhattan Venture Partners. Welcome back to Money Talk, Santosh. Great to have you. Look, I think one person on this planet who probably is safe is my aunt. I think she still has a computer from 1993. But let's get one thing straight. There have been no known hacks that we know of, or could there have been some that we don't know of?
Yeah, thanks for having me. Like you said, there are no known hacks as yet. This was supposed to be very secretive. The word got out. These guys, the chip makers, knew about this a few months back or maybe a year back. So it just got ahead of them. Right now, there is no risk to anything until we hear about something, but don't know any big one, any damage done so far. This might spark some people, some bad guys, to come in and explore some opportunities to kind of cause some havoc. But as of now, I think the chip makers and everyone are on top of it. They're putting out patches. Everyone needs to put that patch in, update their software to protect themselves. Okay,
we are being told that updating the software is going to fix all of this, but is that going to be sufficient, or could we need more drastic changes to our equipment?
Yes, I think this gets down to the question of there's a race going on between the bad guys and the good guys, so to speak, and it's going to be an ongoing battle. What's happening is the chip makers, the chips were pretty safe for a long time. Now, because there's some space issues, so they're trying to pack too much into the chip, and like they say, the speculative, the technical term for that, that part of the chip is really causing this problem. I think they need to fix that. They need to stay ahead of the bad guys. You will see a lot of research going on. I'm sure there is. You will find the whole idea is to stay one step ahead, because the bad guys are always behind you, they're lurking behind you, and they will always try to crack everything that you have. So the whole idea, it's a constant race to stay ahead of the game, which these companies will do.
Right. Santosh, can we believe anything that we hear from Silicon Valley firms anymore? I mean, you know, we've just recently had Apple with its batteries that supposedly slow your phone down when they start running out of juice, which they knew about and didn't tell people. And now we're hearing that Silicon Valley companies knew about these vulnerabilities as well. How much credibility damage has there been from this?
Well, it's definitely put a dent on the credibility. But at the end of the day, we cannot live without these devices. We need them. We need these people to get good at it and protect it and give us good devices. We cannot live without it. So there's no place else to go. So I think you will see that there will be demands on them. Ultimately, we are the ones who are forcing them to come up with these innovations, come up with these devices. And so we really can't accuse them of anything. They're just trying to keep up with the demand. And in the rush, they might make have some slips here and there. But overall, I think they're doing a good job. We are happy with our devices. No one can live without it. It's raised our quality of life.
So you're quite happy with your devices, I presume, Santosh?
Yes, I am. I have no complaints. I haven't been hacked as yet, so I don't know yet. But I think overall, you will see that people are happy. They will, and the companies will make good on any damage done. You have to protect yourself. Okay. Make sure you have all the antiviruses. So all those things you have to play your part in this whole thing. Take care of yourself because there are bad guys lurking around you.
Absolutely. Santosh Rao, thank you very much indeed.